What's up? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and this is my quick review of the Mirarobot S60 FPV Butterfly. Now this has a really nice low profile design with the cam up front right here between the guards, so you don't get any of the frame in view, but it's recessed just enough to protect the cam from impact and the crash. It's a pretty light model though, coming in at under 26 grams at takeoff. It comes with 2 batteries. Now the batteries are 200 milliamp hour 1S40C with a 2C max charging rate. No power loop connection. It has the 1.5 JST micro connection on there. As you can see here, if the cam will focus on it, let's see. There we go. And so it's the 1.5 JST micro connection that most of us tiny whoopers moved away from. And the battery is an odd size, so other batteries can't really be used in here without modification of the canopy. Also be careful plugging in other batteries from nano quads into this, because I found that most of my nano quads have their polarity inverted. So as soon as you plug it in, it'll fry the board, and then you'll be dealing with a paperweight. It has the same 4-bladed props as the Blade Inductrix, and the motors are 6 millimeters. But I'm not sure if they're equal to the fast or insane motors, but definitely better than the slow ones, because I guess it just wouldn't take off with the cam weight on there if they were just the slow ones. But 2 or 3 bladed props should help this, being that they're not the slow motors. And also this quad only has 1 rate, but it's a really nice rate with nice pitch and yaw. But it also has a mode I call Acro Trainer mode. Since the manual is in another language, I had to make up my own name for this mode. In actuality, it's 3-axis gyro stabilization without the accelerometer. I remember this type of flying before accelerometers were being used in toy quads. The Cyma X1 flew that way. And I have this quad here. This is an Evo Flyer. This flies with 3-axis gyro. It's kind of like Acro, but you can't flip it. It won't let you flip it all the way over, so you can pitch as much as you want. You can even pitch towards the ground, but it'll never let you flip all the way over because of the gyro. And so it's very similar to Acro mode in feel, but not actually true Acro mode. If you pitch all the way and you let off the stick with this, it'll slowly level out. So it takes a little while for it to get back to level, but it will get back to level. Whereas with true Acro, it'll keep that attitude all the way through until you give it another input. But a really nice Acro trainer, I think, because it has that same feel and it gets you used to controlling the level on your own and not relying on the accelerometer to get you back at level. But anyhow, the transmitter here did not come with this bracket on here. I added this bracket on here. That's a little mod that I did to it. More on that later. But the transmitter is pretty nice. I actually like the transmitter. It's better than average to me. It's a video game style transmitter, but the sticks are up a little high. So you can, I think you can probably pinch it. It seems like the sticks are high enough to pinch, but I think I can be more precise with my thumb on it because it's a little higher than usual, and that gives me more resolution, so I can do nice small inputs. So my controls seem a little more proportional. I can do subtle inputs and still get response out of it, so it is responsive. All of these buttons on the sides here, these do nothing. They do make the transmitter beep, but nothing happens that I can tell. And all of these are trim buttons. This right here is the button that changes from angle to that 3-axis gyro mode. This button here does nothing, no flips in this at all. Really nice transmitter compared to all the other tiny transmitters that we've been getting. Usually we get small transmitters like this, but which aren't bad, but it's just better to me, in my opinion, to have a larger transmitter. They just feel better in the hand, and that's all I really have to say about it. Let's go check this thing out in flight. Okay, so let's have a look at this Mirarobot here. Sit it down there. Turn on the transmitter. Okay, so there's just 1 rate in angle mode. This is the yaw. So pretty nice yaw. Nice enough to do nice funnels. And so this is side aileron. This is forward pitch, backwards pitch. So pretty decent pitch on it. Check it out. So this thing you can pick up some speed, definitely. It's got some flair to it. Flies really nice. Banks turns nice and all. So let's try this 3-axis gyro mode. So we're on it now. As you can see, it's not self-leveling, but it is controllable. See, I can give light inputs. So if you're used to flying acro, then you can fly this with no problem. And if you're new to acro, this seems like a nice way to get you used to it, because it behaves the same way as acro almost. Only when you let off the sticks, it gradually self-levels. So it does have some self-leveling, just not with the accelerometer. So it's just using the gyro. So it takes a while before it comes back to level. And so it's very similar to acro mode. But acro mode, it won't level at all. It'll just keep that attitude. But pretty nice flyer though, in both modes. Now, no matter how far I pitch, it won't flip all the way over. It'll just dart to the side really quick. Let's watch. And it loses quite a bit of altitude when you pitch all the way, because it'll let you pitch all the way towards the ground, but it just won't allow you to flip over because of the gyro. Not sure if you can trick it to flip doing manual flips, because there's no accelerometer to flip it back the other direction. Let's try in accelerometer mode. I doubt it though. No, it's not gonna, because it doesn't have enough pitch. Well, anyhow, pretty nice line of sight flyer here. Does really awesome funnels. And really controllable. So it's at LVC. It just lands itself when it gets to LVC. So let's check out some FPV with it. Okay, so I thought I'd show you guys this real quick. I modded the transmitter here. I had an old FPV monitor from one of my toy quads, and it had this little this little battery cover. I keep dropping it. But anyhow, the toy transmitter came with this monitor, and this monitor came with this bracket, and it was fastened onto the back of the transmitter with screws. And as you can see, I modded this transmitter with it. I just forced the screws in to the back of this and screwed them in. Little Phillips screwdriver. And this monitor is pretty cool. It takes an Amway antenna. So I swapped out the linear antenna that was on there. And all I did with the Mirarobot is I turned on this monitor here, and then I switched the Mirarobot to the channel that this was running on, picking up, and now everything works. And I have my Tyrannus over here with my monitor here with the built-in DVR that I'm going to record it with. And so let's go.